Welcome to Derry, episode 4, The Great Swirling Apparatus of Our Planet's Function. What the fuck is up with that name, huh?
Maybe it's a quote from something that we just don't know.
Oh, here, let me consult the Bible. There it is. So, a couple quick notes here. Number 1, I am sick. Yay!
No, not yet.
Yeah, my kids had to go home today because I didn't want them getting sick from me, but I'm toughing it out for y'all. Yeah. And Kaylee, on the other hand here, her hair is under construction.
Don't look
to
at
be
it.
revealed at a later date. Trust me, you
Yes.
wouldn't want to see it right now. Yikes and yowzers. Let's talk about this episode. Alrighty. As expected, sort of. I was half right. I had suggested that the parents or the adults wouldn't see anything in the pictures.
Mm-hmm.
And surprisingly, there just wasn't anything in the pictures.
Well, yeah.
The kids also didn't see anything.
Yeah, they just
right?
like went away.
I thought for sure that the kids would be like, what do you mean there's something right there? And they'd be like, no. But they just took them straight out of the pictures. Except for some interesting reason. Pennywise remained. Mm-hmm. Now they thought it was a statue. I'd be like, all right, let's go to the graveyard. Point that statue out to me. Where is it?
Right, yeah.
But it is odd that Pennywise stayed in the picture, but the apparitions otherwise vanished. I'm not really sure why that is. Maybe because they are apparitions and because Pennywise is corporeal. He is actually there. So maybe he can't leave the picture because he is a physical form that did get captured on film and the other ones are just a manifestation.
Right, that's what I was going to think. Like, the other ones are sort of like his, like, magic, so to speak.
Well, why were they there and then why did they go away?
Because I think, like, when they're developing them, it's scaring them even more because they're like, oh, this is, like,
so you think
real,
it was in their
tangible thing. No, I just think that it was, like, Pennywise was still influencing the photos. So that they would see them.
Or maybe he put the images there for them to see, so they would take them to the cops so that no one would take them seriously.
Maybe.
Right? Like, give them something to go take, and then they'll look dumb, and then no, you know, he doesn't want any parents getting wise.
No.
Right? He doesn't want any adults knowing about him.
Yeah.
So, making them think that they have evidence, then going and looking foolish, especially when one of them is already thought of as mentally ill, the other one's dad is going to jail for murder, right? Like, this is not a group of kids that people are apt to believe, right, already.
Sure,
then that, you know, they bring in these pictures and they're like, oh, with the kooky girl,
oh man,
and the other girl who wants to prove her dad's innocence, like, there is nothing here that feels legit.
No.
Right? So, that would make sense. Another thing that I had called in this episode, but it got revealed in this episode, but I still have a guess, too.
Oh, yes.
So, early on, I was like, dude was with a white woman. But she has to be a white woman that is of, like, importance in towns. Her husband has to be someone. I mean, obviously, the most obvious one here... Mm-hmm. would be the sheriff or whatever the hell he is. His wife. I don't know if we've seen his wife.
I don't know that we've seen that he's
or if
married
he even has
or anything.
A wife. I would assume he does.
That would be messed up for sure.
Yeah.
That would be a difficult situation. You know, like
Well, yeah, because they would lynch him.
What's worse? I mean, obviously, we know being accused gesundheit of like killing kids versus just having an affair.
Screwing a white woman of some big named white guy in town, especially someone like a sheriff or a cop.
Who we already know is like part of basically the KKK.
I mean, yeah. I mean, in this, he is the head of the Legion of White Decency. So I'm sure that's going to be the case here as well. And yeah, I mean, some black guy boning his wife, and that's going to be like the thing that gets him. No way.
Yeah.
He would 100% kill him. So I am going to have to assume it's someone like that. That's the thing that makes the most sense. It's not going to just be some random white woman. It's got to be someone. I mean, he already said she's married, so that's obvious. You figured that was going to be the case.
Yeah.
Because he also is thinking too, though, and he's correct. She'll get killed too.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, yeah. Which is scary and horrible.
Yeah. So, anyway, I knew that was going to be the case as soon as this episode started and they started talking about it. I was like, oh shit, he was a white woman. That's why he's not saying anything. And then I thought I'd have an episode at least to guess that and be right, but it happened. It's okay. At least I was right. But I think that we've yet to find out, obviously, who it is. But that's got to be what it is. Okay. And then we get Madeline Stowe's character returns for a quick little scene with Lily. Mm-hmm. I definitely think that she will be in the next season as a kid, as will other characters that we see throughout this episode.
Yeah.
I mean, that makes the most sense, right? There was another moment with another character that I was like, that's going to be said to them.
I think it was also with the sheriff. I think there was a moment with the sheriff where you were like asking if we were going to see him when we were watching this, like him in his younger self.
I would think so.
That's what I thought.
Because he'd probably be a late teen, 23 or 27 years before this.
Yeah.
Because he looks like he's, I don't know, early 50s, right? So that would make him 14 to 17.
Yeah.
And that'd be a perfect age.
Yeah. To
be kind of like the bully Bowers piece of shit that you would expect him to be. So he'll probably be the high school bully.
Ugh.
Like Henry in It Chapter 1. He'll be the bully in Season 2. That would make sense. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Whole generation of bullies. Oh, Doyle rules. Do you know what that is?
No.
No, okay. Not a 90s kid. That's
not
all
off the top of my head, at least.
It's Billy Madison.
Oh, yeah, I definitely don't.
No. All right. And then, yeah, I mean, we get our first glimpse of the black spot.
Yep.
So
they're setting it up.
That was cool to see.
Yeah,
Go ahead, sorry.
No, I just like that we're seeing, like, the beginning and, yeah, I think Dick Halloran, obviously he gets like a vision of his grandmother in the forest that's telling him to keep the lid on tight for his shining around like this area and to like watch himself. And it does feel like, I don't know if he's getting some, I mean, he seems like he gets a bit of a premonition as to what's going to happen there. Yeah. So, yeah. He also, not to jump ahead, but he does something crazy this episode that's like, I mean, like, not MK Ultra, but like definitely in line with like CIA government, not mind control, but like the whole, like the U.S. government, like probably every government explores like psychic abilities and stuff, and it feels like it fits right in line, especially with the time and everything. But he does some crazy stuff where he like goes into this kid's memories and tricks him into like revealing the story about how it came to the planet and like what happens, which is very cool. Yeah, it is very cool. It's a cool scene. That's way ahead. It is way ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, that also we were both remarking at that moment when they were fixing up the bar. We were like, "What is this, Sinners?"
Oh yeah, the drive. Yeah. It's very reminiscent a little bit, like when they're driving their truck up to it and stuff. Yeah.
What is it called in Sinners again? You saw it twice.
I know.
Haley saw it twice.
But that's
saw it twice.
The only movie I've seen twice in theaters, and like.
She went by herself.
Yeah, I loved it.
When I went to see something else, right? We were like in theaters next to each other. Mm-hmm. That's funny. I went with the kids somewhere.
Yeah, you did. It was with the kids, and then I went and saw it. I don't remember what it's called in Sinners. I saw it, even though I saw it twice, it was at like the beginning of this year, obviously, and watched a lot of things since then. Yeah. So I don't remember.
Yeah, it just of course. I mean, I can't help it. Be reminded of Sinners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the dad, after Will is pulled down in the water, which is a good scene, the fish goes down, and the hand comes up and pulls him under, and then we get to see him looking at his dad's burned face, because his dad was in a crash, and that burned him, and that's why he has scars on his face, and he was talking about later in the episode how that was like the worst moment of his life, was finding out about his dad, and then he, you'll burn too, you'll float too, you'll burn too now. And then the dad sees the balloon. It's interesting because
he sees the balloon again.
Will's parents seem to be the most open.
Yes.
And it's probably because they've faced so much evil, right, as black people, because they were also coming from the South, right?
Yeah.
I mean, how much shit was she was up against? She was doing, marches and
she said
civil rights.
A part of the movement, as she says. I don't know if it has to do with that part of like their family, or that his dad obviously has that whole thing where he like doesn't feel fear. So I'm very curious about how that's going to interact with it in general.
He sure shit seemed afraid his kid was going to die.
He did seem worried, but like, I don't know.
Worried. That's fair.
I think that's different than fear.
Yeah, okay.
It's very adjacent though.
It's just like deep caring.
Yeah, I'm very curious though, like how Pennywise will, like, just what's going to happen with that. And it's kind of funny because they do, like, the kids are also like, well, we have to not feel fear. And so, like, Lily goes and gets
Valium,
her mom's,
I'm assuming?
like, little helpers. Yeah, Valium.
It's gotta be Valium.
Which is crazy because I just thinking of like some kids taking Valium. I don't know. That's scary. I would be so worried about like an overdose or something. Maybe that wouldn't happen on one pill, but I don't know. I feel like those things.
As small as
like,
they are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely would be like
it
afraid of that. It
would be very scary. They should not be taking those. But at the same time, I mean, one is going to kill you.
Sure,
too,
I don't know.
Right? They don't have a great choice.
I don't know,
so
but
the drug might help. I don't know.
Yeah, but Will's mom definitely does seem receptive.
Yes. She
just believes that something's going on with, like, that's scaring her kid at the very least. And she's also noticed that Derry is different. Like, when she came to town and those boys were bullying that one kid and like none of the adults were doing anything. Like, there's definitely weird stuff happening more than just like this is a like secluded like small town in the northeast or whatever.
You're referring to the scene where the kids are bullying the other kid and she comes out.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about the movie one when the people just drive by when the kids are getting abused. But no, yeah, you're right.
Like it, yeah.
She does stand up.
So she notices that, and then also she has the conversation with Rose, right? The lady that owns the who she kind of she doesn't tell her that there's she does. She says the Derry's kind of like odd, and basically just to keep her loved ones close. So I think that whole interaction and everything has also made her be like, like what's going on here? Like something's happening more than people seem to be letting on. And obviously his dad is like literally working for the government and they're trying to find something.
I think Dick could help Will for sure.
Oh, 100%. I think Dick could help all those kids.
Yeah, it sucks because, Leroy comes to him and he's like trying to ask him.
Yeah.
And Dick doesn't really want anything to do with it, but he'll do it for his country, right? Like he'll do it for the general, but he doesn't seem to want to have anything to do with it with the kid, which is interesting because I wonder if maybe his lack of help here is maybe what leads him to be more open to that with Danny Torrance.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah.
Like I let Will and them down.
Right.
This kid, I'm not gonna make the same mistake twice.
Sure. Yeah.
I would love for there to be at least one quick shot
of the
Overlook Hotel.
I think that'd be really cool
in his mind. I have a feeling it will happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I'm
very
50-50 on. I'm 51 on the side of that it will happen, just because I think it would be a cool thing. And honestly, I mean, I think it would be super cool if they did like an updated kind of mini series redoing The Shining. I know they already did it in '97 with Rebecca De Mornay, whatever.
Yeah, I would definitely be into another
But
Shining
having this guy
miniseries.
playing Dick Halloran again.
Sure, and like aging him up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be super cool. I would be down for it.
Let Mike Flanagan do it.
Yeah, 100%. Mike Flanagan.
Because he already wanted to do a Dick Halloran prequel.
Yeah.
Remember, he was working on that after Doctor Sleep because Doctor Sleep bombed.
Crazy.
They canned it. I'm telling you right now, and I said this back then, had they called it, and this is so stupid, but had they called it The Shining 2 Doctor Sleep, I think it would have done double the box office. That's insane, but I think it's just... And everyone was like applauding them for naming it Doctor Sleep and being like, okay, you're taking a risk. And it's like, it was a bad risk.
Yeah.
I mean, just give in. I wouldn't care. I'd have been like, okay, The Shining 2, Doctor Sleep makes sense. It's good for marketing. But when people saw it, they didn't know what the fuck.
Sure.
So, because people don't look at trailers and anything. Anyway, I think it'd be cool to see, like, this continue on.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
Anyway. And then I like that Will has this theory about cortisol flooding the body, and that this thing waits till they're just tasty enough, filled with
adrenaline and cortisol. Yeah. Like a real predator.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's dead on the head there, and Rich don't like it. That was pretty funny. And we talked about that. Marge setting up Lily is fucked up.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Do we ever see Richie Tozier's mom in the movie?
I don't remember, honestly. I honestly don't remember.
I mean, obviously we see...
I don't know if we
Stanley.
see her face. I feel like maybe we see, like... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if she's missing an eye or what.
Right.
But yeah, this whole... I mean, yeah, her setting her up is just awful. Like, this poor girl.
She was going to tell her, though.
She was going to tell her, which is very interesting because I think it is, like, just trying to sabotage them more and more, right? Like, not going to let her come clean so that it ends up... Ultimately, Lily's going to go back to the asylum. Juniper Pines, yeah. Like, she's so long, which sucks. But, yeah, it's a gnarly scene because they're, like, watching something in class about worms that crawl into snails and, like, comb out their eyes. Like, make their eyes protrude so that birds eat them.
But they wouldn't get eaten as well?
I think the point is to, like... Well, I don't know. I don't know if they're eating... I guess I don't understand if... Okay, so it has to be the worms that are coming out of the eye stalks. But the reason they would want to be eaten by birds is to, like, spread their, like, whatever. I would think.
Like a friggin' zombie?
I don't know. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a worm biologist.
Entomologist?
Whatever.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Study of bugs, right? Entomology?
Are worms bugs?
Oh, aren't they?
I don't know. I don't know.
Should be.
But anyway, with her, like, she's freaked out by that. And then her eyes start doing it, of course. And that's messed up. It's creepy.
Yeah, I mean, all I could think about is Uzumaki.
Oh, yeah. Or, oh, yeah, no, Uzumaki, yeah.
Yeah, Junji Ito's...
Those little creepy snail people.
Yeah. Watch the Uzumaki TV show from Adult Swim? Did it? Or no?
I don't remember.
Was that on HBO, maybe?
For some reason, I thought we watched it on Netflix, but...
No, that's Junji Ito's Macabre Tales. No, I'm pretty sure it's on HBO, so it might be on this platform. If you haven't seen it, it's a great manga adaptation for TV.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's like just like the book, like the manga.
Yeah, it's very, very, like, spot on.
Okay. Anyway, and then I really, really love the Charlotte trying to help Hank stuff out. That might be my favorite stuff of the episode.
Sure.
Her going in, marching around and being like, I can have MLK, JFK, all these other LKs showing up here. I thought that was really funny. Her just asserting herself and not backing down from anything. I really like Charlotte.
It's super admirable, and yeah, I really like her too. I think she's an awesome character. Yeah, it's a great scene.
What do you think people are going to think of the slug eyes? You think they're going to think this is silly, or you think they're going to think it's gross? Because I saw one review of it, and somebody was saying they were like, thought they were going to vomit from it. That fucked them up so bad. So I was actually, when I saw it, I was like, oh no, people are not going to like this. But maybe not. Maybe people are going to like it. I don't know. I can't gauge anybody anymore. Everybody's upset about everything, all the time.
I thought they looked gnarly.
Yeah.
Which is what they were intended to look. So, like, it worked for me. They are gross, for sure. Like, watching her eyes, like, actually pop out like that was pretty messed up. And then, of course, her running into, like, the shop room and trying to, like, saw her eye stalks off. She hurt... So, she has to, like... I think she's, like, tilting her head like this. Yeah, and I think it just, like, it cuts her eye like that.
From what I remember, it's a bandsaw.
Yeah.
And if that's what it was, I'm pretty sure it was a bandsaw. I mean, yeah, you could 100% get your eye in there and turn it sideways and knock it right out.
Awful.
So Marge now is missing her right eye.
Or, I mean, if she's not missing her eye, I will be shocked. But it looks like her eye was gone, right? It was, like, shut from what or maybe
it looked like it was gone.
Okay.
Right? Like, it looked like it had been sliced through.
Okay. So,
and then that nice little cut to the tomatoes being cut.
Oh, yeah.
They love doing those jump cuts.
Yeah, and Lily, like, is trying to stop her because she's, like, going with, like, some other tool to try and, like, stab the other one out. And, of course, Lily's trying to stop her at the worst possible time when everybody shows up and she's got it in her hand. And
chisel.
It sucks.
Yeah.
I feel so bad for her. She's just, like, constantly in the, like, wrong place, wrong time. And
I don't know what Will would have done exactly, but I kind of feel like he should have ran over there and been like, she didn't do it. Like, they need to be more of a team.
Sure. I think they're all just shocked because it's like...
Oh, Rich is there too? And Ronnie?
Ronnie and...
I'm pretty
sure Rich is there, but definitely Ronnie and Will.
For some reason, Will's the only one I remember seeing.
I feel like they linger a little bit on him longer, but, like, because he definitely looks
He's just in the foreground, maybe.
But yeah, I think they're all just kind of shocked, like...
They should, but they know.
I agree.
They know.
They should be on her side. And I'm sure that they will be. I'm sure they'll be like, no, we believe you.
Oh, sure.
But it's not going to matter because all the other kids are going to be like, well, we saw this. Like,
well, yeah.
And even if they did say, like, no, she didn't do it, the only person that can maybe clear her is Marge. If Marge is like, no, I did that
alive.
To myself. Yeah. It just depends, though, because I feel like the frickin' whatever...
bully chicks.
Bully girl, the Heathers, are going to, like... somehow use this with like I could see it going either two ways, moment, right? I could see them being like, oh, like she did that to you, like, oh my god, like we care so much about you, and Marge kind of like playing into that, right? And I could also see the opposite of them being like, you're a freak with like no eye, like, oh my god, because they suck.
Oh, for sure.
So
I mean, they'll definitely make
way.
fun of her, tell her she's a pirate. She's gonna be seen in the next episode wearing maybe an episode or two. She's
with an eye patch, yeah.
I mean, I think ultimately she'll probably stand up for Lily just because she's just gonna... Because, okay, I guess the way I saw that scene was because she was so stressed about her allegiances. Like, am I going to be more in line with the bully bitches, or am I going to be protecting my friend? I think that kind of like... polling on both sides of her and her division inside is probably what let Pennywise in.
Yeah.
Right, is that she's in such an agitated state and she's terrified. Like, if I tell on this girl,
sure,
these girls are going to beat me up, they're going to hate me, whatever. And if I don't tell them, then Lily's going to hate me.
Yeah.
So that's anxiety. That's
a
panic attack.
Yeah.
Basically.
A dilemma.
So Pennywise likes to come in when you're having fear.
Yeah.
And push on that fear. And she already was disgusted in class earlier. So it's very easy to show her fears, as we see in the back, the flashback, the Galoo which is somewhat like it's reminiscent-ish of the scene in It Chapter 2, when we get to see the ritual of Chud. But that's all like more an animation.
Yeah,
as
it
to
is.
where in this we actually get to see it. And it's cool to get this. I mean, it's cool to see them breaking apart the
part of like the
meteorite
meteor. Yeah.
and to, make these beacons that align. The beacons of Gondor have been lit. I couldn't help myself.
13 beacons.
Yeah. And, I mean, it all centers around the house on Neibolt Street, which is our big tease.
Yep.
What'd you think? I mean, they love to do long limbs.
Creepy. Yeah, that, like, priest guy that's, like, chasing after the... I don't know what she is, like the head lady.
Yeah.
In the flashback. Yeah, I like the long limbs. I think the long limbs are very unnatural and creepy.
Of course, natives, one of natives' big fears then would be, like, assimilation, right? Because, like, that guy is like a cat, like a church, like, priest or something.
Yeah.
Which is, like, if you don't know the history of what happened to the natives in this country with assimilation and the pushing of Christianity is fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally understand it. And then there's also like it looks like they're not zombies. I think that they're probably like disease ridden, like
colonials.
Yeah, because that's what they look like. They look like they have a bunch of diseases or whatever. Like
I mean,
in
that
the forest.
did happen, right?
Right. That's what I mean. Like, so that would also be another like thing that they would be worried about. And then
they brought over, like,
there's also like a
typhus
moose, like a giant moose that's like rabid and just so that stuff is great. I like seeing its different forms. Obviously, that's always really cool. And I liked all the flashback stuff. I think maybe some people might be like, oh, it's exposition, but I think it's great. I like getting,
people are pissed when they don't get exposition.
I know. I liked all of it. I'm glad that we have the context of, like, these 13 shards, like sacred shards, because obviously that's going to come into play with the government. And it's a good setup for the next episode, like you said, with the house on Neibolt Street.
So these shards, obviously we see it surrounds a big forest area, which is Derry, right? What's eventually going to become Derry. Everything's drawn to it, like the Hellmouth and Buffy.
Yeah.
The center of town from those beacons is the house on Neibolt Street, which leads to the tunnels that are through the well, which we're going to explore in the next one. Yeah. I am going to tell you that I'm pretty positive we'll see Pennywise in the next episode.
We got another glimpse of him in this episode outside of Will's window. I think you're right. I think we'll probably see, like, full-on Pennywise. He looks creepy, though. What we're getting of him, like, his silhouette also looks, like, a little different to me. Something with his, like, hair? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's something... I don't know. I'd have to, like, freeze it on and, like, look at it, but he looks, like, slightly different, which is also cool. But I think you're right. I think we'll probably get, like, actual Pennywise next episode. I hope we do, at least. I'd like to see him.
Sure.
So, yeah.
At least in the next 2 episodes. I mean, that's... I don't know. As I had said previously, originally I saw 6 episodes, then I saw 7 episodes, and now on IMDb there's 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That all have dates and everything. And according to IMDb, it already has a season 2 and 3. So I don't know if we missed a renewal. Oh. I think it's inevitable.
Sure.
I think right now, this is why it's like, I am so happy that we have this show to be able to get the Black Spot, right, and other events that we're hinting towards in the next couple seasons. I really hope that people, especially fans, could stop shooting themselves in the foot and costing us content that we really enjoy, right? Like, I see so many shows and movies and things get canceled because the fan base is so rabid and so disconnected, and, like, there's so much infighting that really all they do is they end up costing themselves And it's like, if you don't like it, don't watch it.
Yeah.
But this like active campaign of sorts to eradicate it from the world, when it's like there's so many people that are enjoying it.
Sure.
I don't know why because there's, when you get enough angry people online and you have enough like review bombing and you have like these hate campaigns that go towards things, that really hurts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Movies and shows' ability to produce new content for us. Like I'm pretty much positive at this point that The Last of Us is going to end after season 3. You know, they had a plan in place to do 3 and 4, but with the reception of 2, I have a feeling we're going to just get one final season with 3. And it's like, you know, I see so much anger towards certain things, especially like with the last episode. I saw a lot of people being like, the bicycle scene is so bad, I'm done. Like, I don't want to watch the show anymore.
Yeah.
It's like, there's so much good in the show that even though that did look wonky to me, to completely dismiss the show outright over one scene you didn't like is just so short-sighted to me.
Yeah.
Because there's just so much potential this show has, and it's delivered on so many good things. I think this show is so much better than it is in any negatives.
Yeah.
Right? Like, it's way outweighs itself in the positive, category. So yeah. Anyway, I saw a lot of shit about episode 3, and that stuff can really affect the longevity of a show's future. And I don't think people should not say anything negative. It's not that. It's the overreaction.
Yeah.
It's the like, it becomes popular to get online and be like, this show is garbage. No one watched this piece of shit show. And it's like, is that really, like, are you a fan at that point? It don't seem like it. There's valid criticism, right? There's constructive criticism that I think is fair, and you can be like, okay, that scene looks stupid, and then the writers and everybody can be like, okay, that wasn't well received. Let's learn from that. But to just like get so angry to the point where you could potentially get enough people going that they're like, you know what, HBO's like, we're getting cold feet. We're just gonna end this after season 1. That's scary to me, because I love this show, and I really do want to see all 3 seasons come to fruition, because that's what they have planned, and I trust the vision. And I think they're setting up a lot of things here to explore in the future seasons, and I want to see them. I want to experience that. So calm the fuck down. One scene is not, the whole show isn't shit because they made like, oh, why didn't they just have them go outside on bicycles or whatever? Like, I don't fucking know. Maybe they were pressed for time. Maybe there was reshoots because of whatever. Who the fuck knows? Sure. Is it really worth throwing the whole show out over one fucking scene? It's crazy to me.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that. I'm sick, so I guess maybe I'm just a little more agitated than I should be, but that shit annoys me. I mean, we're currently in a time right now where we're getting stuff like this, and if this show is successful, then that just greenlights other projects in the future. Not only just this show's 2nd and 3rd season, but other companies that are like, ooh, what else could we do? Could we do, something else other people love? And you get these huge projects. I mean, this is a huge, massive undertaking of a show. And we're lucky to have gotten it.
Yeah.
Even if everything doesn't work for us, it's still fucking cool that we're getting it. And I want to see more stuff like this. Yeah. So, anyway, that's it. All right. I'm going to fucking lay down.
Yeah.
I'm burning up a little bit. All right, guys. Bye.